How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful and blessed, prosperous Thursday. And I hope you all are. So thank you for coming back to see what T-Vlog is doing again. Thank you. But before we get into this video, I want you to hit it right here. Yes, like, share, comment, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. Hit a thumbs up as well. Share the video everywhere you go. Y'all know the T-Vlog is over here showing y'all some good stuff on these videos, okay? All right. So today we're coming in with a nice, good, wholesome, another meatless meal. We got another meatless meal, okay? I'm going to be bringing to you all today some meatless, which you could call it vegan, vegetarian, whatever, but it's going to be enchiladas, okay? So this will be a voiceover video. I'm just going to point out everything. You'll pretty much know what it is. Some things I did have to go purchase from Walmart, which was my vegan cheese. I showed this on, I'm showing this to you now because you'll get this video before you get that haul video, okay? So this is my vegan cheese that I will be using from Walmart, okay? And also I will be using the sliced cheddar one too as well, okay? So everything else is coming from my pantry haul and my food bank hauls, okay? And hey, let's get this vegan meal going on, okay? So I got these walnuts in this bowl right here. They've been soaking all day. I'm getting ready to drain them, starting getting this meat kind of texture meat stuff process to go with. And let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it. Let me show you what we're doing. This is a voiceover. Hey everyone, so we are back making the meatless enchiladas. So what I'm showing you here was the mushrooms. And these are my walnuts. I had let them soak all day. And these here are my zucchini. The recipe said they need the zucchini in there. And this is my cauliflower. So we're going to get these here to going. These are my homemade flour tortillas. I don't know if they floured, but they're homemade tortillas, y'all. These are the ones that I got from that church when I did the live. And then I got a red onion. We have some garlic on the cutting board. This is my vegan cheese I showed you earlier. Cheddar, sliced cheddars, sliced and Kobe Jack vegan. These are hot chilies by Great Value from Walmart. And I have some El Paso enchilada sauce, okay? So, and then I also have here some Hy-Vee brand enchilada seasoning. Now, you can easily make your own enchilada seasoning. And then I have some black pepper here. It's just super easy. So now I am chopping up the garlic and the onion. But as I was previously saying in the last clip, you can make your own enchilada seasonings, which is not much. There's a recipe online that you could check in and see, but I know it has cumin in it, black pepper, salt, onion powder, and garlic powder. And I believe it has paprika in it, or smoked paprika. And yeah, for your enchilada seasoning, and chili powder, yeah. So those are the enchilada seasonings, spices. But here I'm throwing these into my mini food processor, and I'm gonna start chopping up the onion and the garlic. Okay. Okay. So now here I'm chopping up my onion, getting half of this onion, red onion, so I can put this up the other half. And I'm going to peel this onion here, take the discard of the skin and chop it up and put it also in the mini food processor. You just want to cut it in large pieces and then just put it inside there. It says you could dice it, but I wanted mine finely chopped so that the flavors can marinate, blend uh, very good inside with the mushroom and walnut meat texture, meatless texture. So I want it all to blend in real good. So I'll chop this fine just like I did the mushroom and walnut and cauliflower texture, meatless texture. Okay, so I'm gonna get this on the food processor. Yeah, I kind of struggle with this food processor here for a little bit. So I was able to get it on. So now I'm ready to post it. So I got this chopped real fine, the garlic and the onion. And I got this little mini food processor from Walmart. I didn't need nothing too big. It was like $10, something like that. So it works fine. But just struggling getting it off. It was, ooh. But anyway. So now I'm getting a pan to put everything that I chopped up. I wanted to make sure everything was already pre-chopped before I actually get started on what I needed to get started on, which is the process of cooking. Okay, so in this clip, I'm going to finely chop the zucchini, which is the next thing because it has to be blended in with the meat, the meatless texture mixture. So, getting this processor back, put on there. So now I'm adding my zucchini in there. And y'all, I tried it earlier today, and it tastes good. It tastes like a slash of a enchilada. It does taste like enchilada, but kind of like a tamale taste too. Has like a tamale taste, but the sauce, the enchilada sauce, is what makes with the cheese makes it taste just like an enchilada. So now we got this, getting this chopped up here. And I kept struggling with my little processor there. But a couple of pieces didn't chop up finally all the way, but that's okay. I got majority that I needed chopped, so it was fine. So I was just adjusting the slices that wasn't chopping all the way at that time, so it can get down in there and chopped all the way up. And then eventually it did, except about 1 or 2 slices. But that's okay. Yep. And so now we are ready to put this in a bowl. And now since I had a lot of I'm trying to chop that last little piece and get it chopped up. So I was able to get that chopped up, the little piece. Now I'm going to add all this here into the bowl. Except the little piece right there. So I just laid that on the pan. The piece that didn't chop up quite as good as the rest of it. I just decided to lay it into the pan. So now I'm going to get my meat mixture, which is the walnuts, the cauliflower, and the mushrooms. Mushrooms is in the bowl with the cauliflower. Now what you want to do is cut the heads of the cauliflower off from the stem, and then cut them up into, your food processor. Now, if you have a blender or a food processor, I could have easily used this and put all of this in my blender, but I just didn't feel like taking my blender off the shelf, putting all this in the blender, chopping it up, then using a smaller processor to chop up the onion and the garlic. So I decided to do it all together. in different batches, but you can do it all together if you choose to. So now I'm chopping the meat up in small batches because my little food processor is so small. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is accordingly, evenly. So, like I said, if you have a larger processor, you can just add everything in there and then just chop it up just like that there. So I'm adding a little bit of walnuts, a little bit of head of cauliflower, and then a little bit of mushrooms, all at the same time. So everything can be evenly. uh, yeah. I do appreciate everyone for watching all the videos and everything. Thank you so much. Okay, next. So I got everything chopped up from the food processor, my little mini one. And this is what your meat consistency should be with the walnuts and the cauliflower and the so this is what the meat consistency look like with the walnuts, mushroom, and cauliflower. Okay, this is your meat consistency. So now we're finna get into putting this all together, getting it all cooked up before we let it all done. Before I start cooking the meat, I am going to heat my tortillas in the pan. So let me get into that and show you what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, so now we have my large pan here. And I'm using some extra virgin olive oil spray into the pan. These are homemade tortillas. So you could tell that they are homemade because they're pretty thin. And I'm pulling them apart. I ended up cooking like 6 or 8 of them. But normally, because I use such a small pan, Pyrex dish, excuse me, I only needed actually about 3, maybe 4. So, and those tortillas are so super soft. And they smell good coming out of the packaging. I cook extra ones because I can just heat me one up in the morning and put a little peanut butter and banana on it and go right out the door with it. So I'm showing you that I'm heating it up. The tortillas. Now you can use the store-bought tortillas if you can eat them. But these here are the kinds that that we had got from the food bank when I went live. And these are homemade, and I like them. These are better for me. Okay, guys. So these kind of tortillas, this is the first time I've ever seen these kind. These are the ones that was given to me from the church where I went live on. So these here, they are freshly cooked, and all you have to do is just cook them on top of the stove until, just turn them until they get golden brown, and then they're usable from there. So I like that. These are fresh tortillas. And I have been saying I wanted some fresh tortillas for a long time because I can't eat the ones that's in the store. It bothers me. My stomach, it bothers me. So I'm so glad that I got these here. I almost discarded them and didn't know what to do with them. But now I'm glad I didn't, because I can make me and my daughter homemade burritos and homemade breakfast burritos, homemade burritos, enchiladas, and all kind of stuff now. Look at them. Let me show you. Look how they're cooking up so nice and good. These are the kind that they make and cook in the restaurants. I love this. just going to take them and put them on the side. See how they browning up nice? Oh, yes, I love this. Oh, yes, it's going to make very good enchiladas. See? I got my skillet up on high. This is going to make a very nice, good enchilada dish. Vegetarian style. Oh, I can't wait, y'all. Okay, so I'm coming back. After I get through getting these cooked up, I'm coming back to show you guys how to cook this meat. Okay. I'm cooking up the last tortilla. Y'all, these are fresh tortillas that are made fresh. Look at these, y'all. Oh, y'all, and they are so super delicious. So, by my family being a small family, size family, the recipe says 8 to 10. I cook 4 to 6. So, I cook 4 to 6 plus an extra one because I'm going to eat that. Homemade tortillas, man. I don't know nowhere to find them to get them homemade. Here. I mean, here. Okay, so let me get to you on the voiceover. Okay, so now we get ready to do the meat part. I'm using a little extra virgin olive oil, and the recipe says about 2 tablespoons of that, but I think I used a little lesser than that, but I should have used just a little more because of the amount of vegetables that I had, that I was cooking. So now I'm putting in here the garlic and the onion, red onion blend. And then I'm supposed to saute these here until the onions get lightly golden brown, or until they, translucent and then kind of lightly golden brown. So that's what I'm doing right now. And getting those together, which is the onion and the garlic. And then I'll be bringing in the meat here in a few seconds. So now you see the color of the onions. They have changed. So now this is the mushroom, meat, and walnut, and cauliflower. Now, when it's like this here, you're going to smell the mushrooms, more. So you just want to continue cooking this, and then you add the zucchini, and you want to saute those on down until the liquid that's in zucchini and mushrooms cooks out. Okay, all the moistness, a lot of the moistness, not all the way, but just make sure that it's getting kind of close to where it's dry. Okay. So you want to continue that. What I'm doing is looking at the recipe. So you want to stir it occasionally. So once I stirred it and mixed everything in together, then you see I'm doing like a little rough chop in between there. Just make sure everything is incorporated good. And now I'm going to go away from it. And then I'll probably come back and stir it a little bit more. But what I'm doing is showing you that this is how you have to let the moistness cook out. So then I was going to use black beans, but my daughter said she wanted pinto beans. To cook that meatless texture, you have to cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes. I rinse the beans and I put them inside the meatless mixture. And then I used a little 4-ounce can of hot chilies or green chilies you can use. And then there's the enchilada sauce. Yeah, packaged seasoning. And then I went in with some black pepper because I forgot it was sitting there, but I went in with some black pepper. And then there we go. So then we just mixed this on up. Now you might have said, well, why she didn't add any water? I didn't add any water because I still left a little of the moistness from the mushroom and zucchini in the pan. So you can do either or. You can let the moisture stay in there and then just cook the seasoning packed all the way in there with it at the same time. Or you can do it this way. But you see how it turns into like a meat texture? And y'all, this had my house smelling like I was in like a Mexican restaurant. Yeah, it was so good. So I tried it. I give you a thumbs up. Yep. Those beans were really good in there too. I like black beans, but it's okay with me with pinto beans as well. So if you don't eat beans or you don't like beans, you can omit that. You don't have to use it. So now the next step is assembling. So this is what you want to do. That's a 1/4 cup. You want to add 1/4 cup of enchilada sauce at the base of your pan. So just drizzle that sauce all over the base of your pan. Well, I did my little Pyrex pan, so glass bowl, whatever you want to call it. And then you add your tortilla. It said now evenly fit your tortillas into whatever pan you use. Now that fit evenly because my pan is kind of like an oval shape anyway. So now I was reading the directions. And then the next step is to add the meat-like mixture onto the tortilla. So I did that. And then you just pat it in there real nice and neat. And then it said the next step is to add the cheese. So what I did is I added the sliced short cheddar cheese first. I took 2 slices, broke them in half, and then laid them on the base part. And then I sprinkled just a little of the Colby Jack cheese, which is the vegan Colby Jack. Now, I used to hear that vegan cheese does not melt, but this cheese melts really well, y'all. And it tastes good. It's just pricey. That pack of Colby Jack cheese, I paid about almost $5 for it. And the sliced cheese was like $3.98. So then now, I'm looking at the recipe and it's telling me to add a little more enchilada sauce, and it goes on top of the cheese because I have to add another layer of the tortillas on top of this cheese. So now I'm adding the enchilada sauce on top of the cheese, and then just repeat the process. That's all I'm doing now. And then you want to put this in the oven on 350 and let it cook for 20 minutes. 350 and let it cook for 20 minutes. So repeating the process. Add the tortilla. Now this one is where I put just a little cheese on top of the tortilla. Just a little bit, just to melt it because my meat meat mixture was hot, so I wanted to add that type of texture to the meat. That when I break down into it, it will give like a cheese ball. But it automatically did that anyway. And it has like a creamy texture, this vegan cheese. Yeah. Don't that look good, y'all? And it tastes good, too. So now, repeating the process, 2 slices of cheese, break it in half, put it on top. Now, you don't have to do yours like that. You can add how much cheese you want to. If you're a cheese fanatic, do what you do. Do what's best for you. I just use, because I didn't know how this cheese was going to taste. So I tried not to use too much because I didn't, some people say that vegan cheese tastes kind of crumbly, and they say it doesn't melt and all that stuff. So I was just kind of skeptical. So now I'm trying to layer my tortillas in the right place. And I remember I had cut up one tortilla in little strips because it said that you must cut the tortilla to fit the size of your pan. So I cut this one tortilla up because I thought that if any corners of my pan didn't work, the tortilla didn't fit, I could cover it with the adjustments with the cut up tortilla. So I wanted to add a little enchilada sauce on top of this here. Then, okay, so then now I'm going to add my slices of tortilla. I forgot how I had it laying on there. But that's okay. So now we have the tortilla pieces of tortilla on top. And then I had like a little gap in one little piece, so I ended up cutting a piece of tortilla anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to add the rest of the enchilada sauce on top. And then I'm going to add the cheese on top. And it's worked out just right because I actually had 1 can of enchilada. Well, 2 cans, but that was one. So I need to buy an extra can to put in my pantry. And so now I'm adding the vegan cheese on top. And it looks scrumptious, delicious, y'all. Not that it just looks good, but it tastes good. Now, I forgot to add my cilantro on top. But when I get ready to serve this up, this would be dinner for tomorrow. So I decided to go ahead and cook it tonight. And all we have to do is cut on it and serve it up tomorrow. When I get home, because I'll be really busy. So, but I hope you all enjoy watching this video. And if you did, please like it, share, and subscribe it. Leave a comment down below and share the video everywhere you go. And let's see what happened in the next clip. You are silly. So you guys, we are back, and let me show you what this vegetarian meatless enchilada. There we go, y'all. Okay. This is what it looks like. Take the top off of it. Look at that. If you enjoy watching me making this, please share this video. Share it everywhere you go. Tell people to get on into here and see what T-Vlog is doing over here, y'all. Because I'm making up some good stuff. I'm trying to. So everybody can enjoy it. Alright? So this is the meatless enchilada. Okay? Now I'm going to let this cool because this will be dinner for us tomorrow. It's already cooked. So all we have to do is cut it and heat it up on our plates in the microwave and add a salad to it. So thank you all for coming back and checking this out, and have a blessed one. Peace and release. Don't forget that heavy. See ya. If you all want to know how I made this meatless vegetarian enchilada, please follow me over at Simple Meals by T-Vlog. That's right, Simple Meals by T-Vlog. So you too can get this recipe on how I made this enchilada, y'all. Love you guys. Okay, bye. So I'm going to go ahead and try it. I was going to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator, but I'm going to try it and see what it tastes like for y'all. Because it is vegan. And I had to let it cool. So I'm just cutting it. I'm not going to do that much of it, y'all. So I ate some Freddy's today. So I'm trying to. It smells really good. I'm just doing just a little bit. Once it cools, it's gonna have layers. So it's still hot. So, but look at how this cheese is, y'all. Look at that. A lot of people say vegan cheese does not melt, but obviously it does. So let me show you what this looks like. Okay, it tastes like actually. This is what it looks like. It smells just like enchiladas. So hold on. It smells just like enchiladas. It looks just like an enchilada. It's mild. It's good. That chili makes it really, really tasty. Yeah. It tastes like a enchilada / tamale. But it's really good. I'll make this again. Okay. I just wanted to bring this to you. This is dinner for tomorrow. I just wanted to try it so you guys can know what it tastes like. But it's really good. You get that texture of that meat. Like a meat texture. Cauliflower and mushroom with the walnuts. This is outstanding. Okay. And with those fresh tortillas, very delicious. Alright. The recipe say use corn tortilla, but I used what I had. And it's still good. Okay.